to the channel, everybody. Rick here. Today we will be making a butterfly out of this beautiful agate. What I had to do was cut this down the middle, and then I took a slice off of each side. They call it the butterfly effect. I guess you use that in pork chops and wood and stuff like that. But anyways, almost two equal sides. And I have to cut them out on the saw and then put them in the vibratory tumbler. And I think it's going to look beautiful. Also, in addition to these wings, I'm also going to make some dragonfly wings out of this stuff here. And whatever thin rocks I could come up with. I'm also going to make some butterfly wings out of this. Some labradorite, hopefully, if it doesn't fall apart on me. We have some green moss agate, I believe. This is rhodonite. This will make nice dragonfly wings. It's a piece of gneiss. This is source agate from Thunder Bay area. I'm going to try to do something with this. This is agate, and I can't remember where it came from, and I'm sorry, but it's going to be really, really cool. This rock here, it's kind of like another piece of gneiss, but it has a really cool quartz piece going through it, and I already cut that one open. So the wings are going to look like that. And what I have to do is take a slice off of each end so it matches. So I have to do that with each one of these rocks, even this one. I have to cut it down the middle and then take a slice off at each end. Hopefully something out of that. Something out of this. And I got some red agate there. And I'm going to be hopefully drawing some wings on there. I'm going to have to do some work to make that a little bit thinner because this side is thin. Yeah, I'm not sure if I could do anything with that actually because there's a piece missing on this side. But we'll see. So let's get started. Oh wait, I also have a box of rocks that we picked from Lake Superior. Big piece of epidote, some amygdaloidal basalt, some unakite, all kinds of cool stuff. So once again, I have to cut this is granite. I don't think it's going to do anything. Probably won't polish very well. But what I have to do is cut the rock down the middle and then take a slab off of each end. So there's lots of cutting to do. I don't know if I'll get through everything today. I highly doubt it. But I will keep cutting, and then once we're done, I'll show you what we have. So let's get these onto the saw and get cutting. And to save video time, this is what I'll be cutting the rocks on. It's a wet tile, not a wet tile saw, but it's a wet slab saw. Fill this up with water. Keeps the blade wet and cool, and you cut your rocks. This is what I cut. Beautiful agate. This is really cool. Got the banding on the sides, fortification banding. And I cut up some unakite. That'll look kind of like that, or like that. And then some of this beautiful agate. Some rhodonite. Nice pink stuff. I'm hoping that will tumble up in the vibratory. This is probably a piece of gneiss. It is nice. And then it's going to kind of look like that. This beautiful agate. And then this piece here. just has a really neat stripe going through it. I'm hoping I can get most of it as on the butterfly wings. This pieces I didn't have to cut. I had them kicking around. They're not matching, but there'll still be some nice wings. This is labradorite. I was lucky enough to cut it without it breaking, but it has fractures in 3 or 4 different ways. So I think once I start shaping it into butterfly wings, she might break on me, but I'm going to try it because it would be really cool if I could get a set of labradorite wings. I don't think you could see any of the chatoyancy right now, but nope, because I can't either. But there is some there. I think it's blue. And source agate. I'm going to make a pair of wings out of these. That is very cool stuff. So yeah, there's enough to make... Oh, wait, there's one more. Not sure what it is, but I think this brownish type stuff is chert. So that should be interesting to cut and play with. And we already have these ones already made up and ready to go with the other agate. That one's going to be beautiful. And then some dragonfly wings, like I showed before. And I think we're good to go. So now I have to finish putting all the wings on the rocks, and we'll have to cut them out. Alright, well now it's time to fire up the old slab saw and we'll get these cut. And they are done. Well, they're not done, they're cut out. But they're looking really, really nice. I can't believe this labradorite turned out. Wait till you see the blue in there. Isn't that awesome? Right there. Ah, that's so cool. Rhodonite turned out. Unakite turned out. A couple of labradorite hearts. That one. Agate. So they're all looking really, really good. This one's beautiful. Same as that one. Yeah, they're all gonna. The only one that didn't turn out was the source agate. Unfortunately, there was a quartz seam right down the middle, and she broke. Surprised that the dragonfly wings turned out because this stuff is really fractured also, but it's all good. So my next step now is to take a Dremel tool and just kind of smooth out these edges a little bit because I'm not happy with them. Just get them smoothed out and then they go in the vibratory tumbler. I decided that I'm going to do the edges with my flat lap. And now they go over to my drill press because I can't get to this little part in here with the flat lap. And just a regular drill press with one of these polishing pads underneath. You get a kit of them, a whole set, different grits. Good for polishing rocks. But today I'm just going to use the coarser one, which is a 50 grit, just to sand this edge down. Everything else was fine on the flat lap, but I just can't get into here. Alright, everything's been sanded. All good to go. So, now I have to throw them in the vibratory tumbler, but I can't put them all in the vibratory tumbler because with the flat surfaces, a lot of flat surfaces in the tumbler, everything will just kind of end up piling on top of each other and sticking together and won't get a good shine. So I maybe put 2 to maybe 3 per tumbler. And I have the double barrel tumbler, so I think we might be okay doing that. So let's get started. And along with the wings, I'm going to put in a bunch of rocks that are ready for stage 2. These are in water right now, container of water. Plus I have a bunch of ceramic media that also goes in there. And all that stuff goes into these barrels for the double barrel lotto tumbler. It's a vibratory tumbler. Instead of turning like that, it just sits and shakes. So I'll fill these barrels, and then every couple of days I have to change grits just like a normal tumbler, but it's every 2 days instead of every week or so. And about 9 days these will be done.
Several days later.
And they are done. What I have to do now is separate everything. Separate all the wings, separate all the rocks and all the media from each other, and then let everything dry. Well, I'll separate everything, take everything off the towel, flip it over, and then let everything dry. So let's do that. Alright, everything is still probably a little bit wet here and there, but that's pretty dry. Got a nice shine to it. It's Montana agate. Ooh, that's got a little bit of rainbow in there, I think. Pretty. All kinds of rocks, they turned out pretty good. This is a little slab of agate that I was experimenting with just to see how things tumble. Piece of basalt with an agate in it. More chalcedony than agate. Pretty good shine. Oh, here's a piece of galaxy stone. The basalt doesn't tumble, but the agate does. Just a little piece of scrap I had. Thought I'd throw it in. And here are the butterfly wings. This is the one that broke because of the quartz seam, but I'm going to definitely cut another piece because the shine on this is just amazing. And all the beautiful banding in there, the fortification banding. These are beautiful pieces. So that's source agate. This is rhodonite. Turned out not too bad. Here's an agate. Mostly quartz on the inside. And here's another agate. I'm not sure where this one's from, but it's gorgeous. Then when you put it with the other wing, that's going to be a really nice butterfly. And then this one. And some labradorite. And if I can get it just the right way. Oh, almost. See the little bit of blue in there? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Catch that in the right light as a butterfly. That'll look gorgeous. Look at that. That's beautiful. I'm so happy these turned out. The next step is to let everything dry properly and then figure out where we're going to mount them to some driftwood. And I have to make the body and the antenna and all that fun stuff, so that'll be in the next step.